Hello, I'm Dr. Harper. This video is in Management of Operations, BUSN 6630, Section E02, Fall 2022. This is the syllabus schedule outline video. There's another one on policies and procedures video for the syllabus, but this is just the schedule outline for this particular course. So let's bring up the syllabus. So the syllabus for this course, Fall 2022, Section E02, is active between Monday, October 17th, 2022, and Saturday, December 17th, 2022. And what I mean by active is that on Monday, October 17th, 2022, nothing is really required before then. You can probably get your textbook or maybe do some reading, but there's nothing really required in the course. The course starts on Monday. Saturday, December 17th is the end of the course. And this is one of the strict rules that nothing is accepted after the end of the course. Nothing is accepted or considered after Saturday, December 17th. So that's the end of the course. In the outline down here, I have the week beginning on Monday. These are the dates on Monday through the course. And it goes all the way through Saturday. And these are the dates on Saturday. So I've designed the course to go from Monday here to Saturday. Now, Monday, these are the weekly course topics as we go through the course. And on Saturday is when the assignments are due. And the assignments are due through Canvas by Saturday, 11:59 p.m. And here's another very strict rule I have: no late assignments are accepted. And so be very, very careful. The due date and time are strictly enforced. Nothing is accepted after that due date and time of 11:59 p.m. And I talk about that in more detail in the policies and procedures. But make sure you get it in early, because I will not accept it. I post answers and then no exceptions. So that's another strict rule. So make sure you get everything done on time. Now notice on the assignments, I have two types of assignments: a quiz assignment and a homework assignment. They're both homework. I call it a quiz because it's really an introduction to the material, like definitions of terms, basic mechanics, working problems. So it's really an introduction and a foundation. The homework assignments, the homework is more extensive. It goes in more depth. It has scenarios. It's more of an application in a business scenario or business context. So the quiz is the basic mechanics, and the homework is the application in business. And notice the quiz is at the end of the week, quiz 1 for topic 1. The homework is not until the next week because the homeworks are based on the quizzes. Okay, and so I have the first 4 topics: forecasting, linear programming, aggregate planning, and inventory. I consider those 4 topics basic, fundamental. And notice those 4 topics do have quizzes, and then they have homeworks. But then topics 5 and 6 only have quizzes. They do not have homework. Because topic 5 and 6 is MRP and ABC classification, scheduling and statistical process control or quality control charts. I consider those 4 topics extensions to operations, and there's a lot of other extensions too, but these are 4 good extensions to show how the foundation of operations can be extended within business. And so I do cover them with quizzes 5 and 6. Now, quizzes 5 and 6 is a little bit more extensive than just an introductory of quizzes 1 through 4. It's not as extensive as homeworks 1 through 4. So quiz 5 and 6 is a little bit in between. It's more basic. It's not as extensive as homework, but it's a little bit more involved than just quizzes 1 through 4. At the end of the course, I have exams, have an exam. And notice the exam is just over topics 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's not over 5 and 6. It's just 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, I consider that the basics, the fundamentals of operations. And then I have an individual project that I'll explain a lot more in the individual project instructions. Now on December 5th, actually December 5th, the week of December 5th, I will open exam study guide, which I'll say, here's how you take the exams, here's how you study for it, Here's how the exam is designed. Here's the topics that I'm going to ask you. Here's what's on the exam, what's not on the exam, that type of thing. Also, that week, I also give you project instructions. Here's how to do the project. Here's the project. Here's where to find the resources, the material, etc. Again, a lot more detail during the course. Actually, at the end of the course, beginning December 5th. But I opened this up December 5th. And notice you have the online exam and the project is due into the course, which is December 17th. So you have 2 weeks to take the exam and do the project. Okay, and but again, end of the course is Saturday, December 17th. Nothing considered after the end of the course. And so the exam and project need to be submitted and done before December 17th. Very strict policy. Nothing is accepted after that. So make sure you have 2 weeks to get it in. Make sure you get it in early. Okay, after the end of the course grade is reported to the registrar and not posted on Canvas. Now, what I mean by that is the quiz and the homework grades, I do post them on Canvas. You see where your grades are as you go through. But at the end of the semester, at the end of the course grade, your A, B, C, D, whatever, is not posted on Canvas. It's sent to the registrar and you'll see it through the registrar. But you'll have all the grades. You'll have all the grades of everything, so you see what the numbers are. Okay, now before we get to the grading and the summary, all this is on Canvas. Let me pull up Canvas. So here's Canvas. And so on Canvas, you have the welcome video. I hope everyone saw the welcome video. This is the syllabus Word file. That's what I'm going through. And here's the syllabus video that I'm making right now. And the syllabus for the policies and procedures video, make sure you watch that. That's the details of the policies and procedures as we go through. It's in more detail. Okay, now here is the actual modules through the course. Forecasting, linear programming, aggregate planning, inventory, topics 1 through 6. And then topic 7 and 8 is really the exam and project reports. And so here's where I have all the information. This is beginning October 17th, 24th, 31st. So if we open this first one up, notice I have the introduction up here, Excel file, and I have something called presentation video. And I have a lecture video for the forecasting and a presentation video of the introduction. And what I mean by lecture video is what you would get if you're in a classroom. It's academic. It's saying, here's what you need to know. Now, the presentation video is a different type of video. I've designed it and produced it differently. A presentation video is presenting the material as if you graduated, you're working, you come back, you say, how do I do that again? Instead of getting a lecture on it, I just have a presentation of that material. So it's just presenting the material. It's not really teaching it. The lecture videos are actually teaching it. And then down here is I have tutorial videos, another type of video. I have a tutorial video for the quiz and tutorial videos down here for the homework. Now, what I mean by tutorial videos is I'll say, here's how you work the problems. Here's how you would set it up. Now, the quiz and the homework here are for different problems, but the quiz and homework you have will have different numbers. Same problem, different numbers, so you have to work it again, but I show you exactly how to work it with different numbers. Okay, and so the tutorial videos are very helpful, people have said in the past, because you follow through and it really accelerates how to work these problems. And the quiz, again, is the fundamentals, the basic definitions and mechanics, and the homework is the applications. Well, then these tutorial videos for the homework, I've separated them out, parts A, B, C, D, E, F, and then A through F is in the homework, but those questions are your questions that you have to answer. The quiz questions are your questions you have to answer. The video tutorials are on problems, same problems, different numbers. Okay, then there's communications. The Q&A communications, if I click this, it goes to a discussion. There's no one here yet. I encourage you to use the Q&A threaded discussion, question and answer. That's communication between students. Make sure you use this as much as possible. Share all kinds of information with your colleagues. Here's where you learn from each other. Learning is extremely important, as I said in the welcome video. Here's where you begin learning. Learn from your colleagues. Okay, if we come back to the introduction and forecasting, that's the Q&A, and I have that on every topic. Also in Q&A, let's open this up again. Also in Q&A, if you start sharing things and you have questions that are not resolved, then on Canvas messaging, message me if I'm invited. Then I will respond to problems within Q&A. But I don't monitor Q&A. That's between students. I will look at Canvas messaging. That's where you communicate with me. Don't use email. I'll do it in policies and procedures. Don't use email. Don't ask me questions on the Q&A. Ask me questions on the Canvas messaging. It's the Canvas messaging. That's where I will look every week, repeatedly, every few days, to see if there's anything you need me to do. Okay. And I go over communications extensively, more extensively, in the policies and procedures, the second video. So make sure you watch the second video. Okay, let's come back to the module of forecasting down here. And then we have, here's the submission. Here's where you submit the quiz answers. Here's where you submit the homework answers. And down here is I will give the quiz and homework answers after they're due. The Saturday due, Sunday I open these up, and then Sunday you'll have the answers. That's why no late assignments are submitted. Make sure you submit the quiz and the homework on the due date and time. And the homework is 1 week later than the quiz, and the dates are in the syllabus. Okay, so there's the modules. Let's come back to the home page. If we come down, and so I have this linear program, agri-planning, the same thing on all of these, okay? I have lecture videos, presentation videos, tutorials on all of this. Make sure you use those resources, but also use the Q&A resources. Those are most important. Now, all those videos are on YouTube. And but the links, as you see the links here, the links, I have them in Canvas, but they're not videos on Canvas, they're videos on YouTube. So I link to YouTube because YouTube is much more powerful than Canvas. And if you go to you can go to the YouTube, but I also have a website. My website, mdharper.com, right here. If you click that and you go to mdharper.com, this is my website. It's not the university website. And I have these different tabs. Home tab, that's this home tab. Operations Management, that's this course. Project, Supply Chain, Decision. If you go to Operations Management, that's this course. Here you have all different links. So a lot of the links I have is in here. Will be in here of the videos. I also have Excel files. I also have Word files. I have all different things in here. This is more than the course. If you want to go beyond the course, I have things in here that are not in the course. Okay? Like, for example, here's a textbook. You can click the textbook, and this is the textbooks if you want to order it through Amazon. Okay, it's up to you. Or here's a Word file. Here's a video. Here's Excel files. Time conversion is going to be important for this course. On and on and on. So this is where the links are to the YouTube's channels. For example, the introduction. This is a presentation video. This will open up a YouTube channel. Welcome to the Harper Classroom. Here we go. This is a YouTube, and this is a presentation video that I talk about the introduction. So there's my website. Now, office hours, the synchronous office hours, in-person office hours Monday and Wednesday, 5 to 6, Business School 4205. I will be there most times, and sometimes I'm unable to be there. Usually I'll have an announcement, so make sure you do look at the announcements. But then also synchronous office hours are Zoom Monday and Wednesday at 10 a.m. And this is the link. This is the Zoom link. This is the Zoom ID. And I will only wait 15 minutes for students to join. Okay? And what I mean by office hours is that if I have a lot of students, a lot of questions, I will be there more than an hour if I need to. That's why it's 10 o'clock in the morning. So I could be 1 or maybe even 2 hours. And sometimes I go beyond an hour, but that's what I mean by hours. Now the 15 minutes is I'll wait there. If nobody shows up the first 15 minutes, I'll close out. So if you want to talk to me during the Zoom office hours, synchronous office hours, come those first 15 minutes. It's first come, first serve, and if other people there, I'll answer their questions, but I'll stay there as long as needed to answer everyone's questions. Now these resources down here, we've been asked to put in Canvas resources, Zoom resources, success tips for online students. This is just for the UCD resources. They asked us to put in our Canvas, and I did. Now this is my making a video. Of course, at the end of the semester, you'll be making a video for the project. This is suggestions on how to make a video. Some of you already know how to do it. If you know how to do it, however you want to do it. But this is making a video is a quick and easy way of doing it at the end of the course if you need it. Okay, so there's Canvas. Let's go back to the syllabus. Now grading. Course grades are based solely on grade measure performance. What I mean by solely is that grades are not negotiated. There are 6 quizzes, 4 homework assignments, an exam and a project. And so what I mean by solely on grade measure performance is whatever points you earn on those measures divided by the total possible, that's a percentage. And that percentage is compared to a letter grade. That's how your grade is assigned. So there's no subjectivity to it. It's all on grade measure your performance. Also notice there's no plus minus grades, just A, B, C, D, F. And if you have 89 and it's a 10% each scale, but I round up at 0.5%. For example, an 89.5% percentage, I round that up to 90%, which is an A. Less than 89.5% is rounded down to 89, which is a B. That's the strict cutoff. Okay, now summary. I summarized the course here. The quiz assignments will emphasize mechanics. And what I mean by mechanics is usually a qualitative definitions of terms, quantitative working problems. Here's how you actually use the mechanics. Homework assignments will emphasize application of a problem-solving approach in a business context. The video resources are available through Canvas, which I've showed you. Exam is designed for evaluation. I talk about this a lot more during the course, that the quiz and homework is designed for learning. Exam is designed for evaluating what you've learned. I don't use exam for learning. I use it for evaluation. The projects will emphasize communicating results in a business environment. Again, I'll have a video on the project instructions to show you what that means. Synchronous in-person office hours will be posted in Canvas. Synchronous virtual office hours, link in Canvas, I already showed you that. Asynchronous communications between students is a Q&A link in Canvas. And so use Canvas for Q&A between students. Communicating to me through Canvas is the Canvas messaging. So there's where you have asynchronous communication through Canvas. Okay, well, this is the this represents the schedule outline for the syllabus. This is the first video. The second video goes into policies and procedures in more detail. So make sure you watch that. And as I said in the welcome video, review this video, the scheduled outline, and review the policies and procedures frequently, because those are strict rules, and I will go by the policies and procedures in the syllabus. So I hope this helps. This is the scheduled outline syllabus. Welcome to the BUSN 6630-E02 Fall 2022. I hope this helps. Between now and the next time I see you, take care.